Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Putting up the chat right now. I don't even know how many people are here. But eventually when I have 2 monitors, then I can actually look at the chat and I don't even have to look at my phone, which is going to be nice, but I have to upgrade to that point. Unfortunately, I'm not there yet. What's up, Silver Days? How are you? What's up, DZ? What's up, Cat? Ticker OM. Oh, no. What's up, Unity Through the People? What's up, N Sweet? How are you guys? Yeah, wow, we're just going to jump right into it. How about that meow analysis? Let's go. How about that meow analysis? Yeah, so I did something dumb. Wait, is Aloe here? I did something dumb. Damn, we're getting right into it, huh? All right, let's start checking coins. Unity Through the People. Let's go. Echelon Prime. I'll take a look at that. Yeah, let's check OM. Oh my gosh. I mean, how am I supposed to really do TA on this if this is just like some sort of anomaly, right? So if this thing's actually going to 0, then like even the indicators, like, you know, look at the indicator. Look at this. The RSI has never been here before, ever. Look. Never has it been down here. That's crazy. It just completely fell off the table. But I mean, if you want TA, then technically you actually held support here at the 0.5. However, just keep in mind that because we broke the 382, we are probably going to come down to 18 cents, 18.50. So again, same thing works on the way up, right? Where once you break the 382, you're going to get a 618 retracement for the most part. And then once you break resistance 382, the 618 resistance is next, right? Although we did hold the 0.5, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, we can't go any lower, obviously. And it's super hard to do TA on this because, I mean, this thing's a complete 8-ball, right? You just don't know what you're going to get. Yeah, I'd say resistance at 82 to $1.32, which we actually already came back and tested. And then once it breaks, then we could get some sort of reversal. But yeah. But we'll keep an eye out on it. Can you take a look at Zebic? How high do you think it can go? Thanks. You're welcome, Craig C. Let's see. Oh wow, I typed in Craig C instead of Zebic. How funny is that? Echelon Prime. Yeah, sorry if I missed your guys' coins. There was a lot of people in the chat, so. Echelon Prime. Yeah, Echelon came all the way back down. Wow. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. Yeah, so nothing has really changed with Zebic. Hold on. Dang. What happens? Okay, so for Zebic, nothing has really happened with Zebic. So, yeah, I mean, the targets are still valid from the high to the low. Bearish on the macro time frame under 309, bullish over 2012. It looks like you're just getting consolidation right now. We still have support at the 786 at around 3087. And then on the short time frame, you have resistance here between 1 and 12, which also does coincide with the macro 382 and 236. So on the but we could, I guess we could just kind of identify it on the shorter time frame, which is 2 zeros 1 to 2 zeros 12, and then once that breaks, then we can start looking on the macro time frames. But yo, XCAN is gonna pump. Yeah, 18 cents is the 618 for OM. Yeah, if it goes to 18 cents, that might be a really, really, really big reversal point. So if you get in, like, if you like start a position there, it might not necessarily be bad for a quick 2 to 3x. But again, it just depends. It might go 100% and then just give it all back, so you can't get greedy with that. We don't know how low it's going to go. Keep in mind, even Luna Classic had bounces on the way down, so just keep in mind. On a non-rug serious note, does BTC look like it's forming a range now? Looks like a range between 74 and 88K to me. Yeah, let's take a look at BTC and then, sorry, let's take a look at Echelon and then I could take a look at BTC for you. Echelon Prime. Yeah, wow. I mean, it looks like it kind of double bottomed here. Excuse me. Is it the 618? No, it's not. Yeah, so this thing's next area of support is $2.32. Given that we have bottomed here on the shorter time frame, we have resistance here at 4 to 554. So just keep in mind we can come back up here and still get still hit resistance and come back down. And then on the macro time frame, or sorry, not even on the macro time frame, or the shorter time frame, you still have resistance here at the 618. So once this does break with Echelon, then you're going to retest here at 876. But again, at that point, you have to decide, hey, is it actually gonna break this downtrend, or is it gonna get rejected and come back down? So you have to decide at that point what you want to do. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then Bitcoin, yeah, it does look like it's ranging, but the problem is that the bottom was just in April, right? So we really need to wait and see. What I really don't want to see is coming back down and retesting this previous low. I want to see this. I want to see a higher low, and then you're still technically maintaining this very basic tool of an uptrend, right? Now for BTC, what the heck? Yeah, I mean, it consolidated before we had a breakout. 234 days of consolidation, brutal. Like, it was just brutal. And then from this high, I guess we could just use this peak. We're already at 120 days. So, I mean, if let's just say it goes another 223 days, you're looking at, July of this year. So you're looking at 3 more months of consolidation. But if we're here, then you're going to get something like this, right? Where is it at? You're going to get something like this. So you're going to come back down, maintain this uptrend, right? Make higher highs. Make higher lows, and then eventually break out. So it does look like it's ranging, but again, we need to stay over 74, because if not, then you're going to just validate a downtrend, kind of like a disgusting downtrend we were in here before we eventually broke out, right? So we don't want to see the same thing happen here, where you get stuck in a downtrend and then just keep coming back down. So Arrow found support at 40. What's the next meow about? Let me see. Arrow. Was that the 0.5? And this came out on Coinbase, so I could actually look at it on Coinbase. Did we say this was support? Yeah, we did. Oh, 27 cents. So 27 cents was the 618. So again, very important. So like if you guys were buying here, which I never encourage, or I never say you should buy, 618 or 76 retracements from the low to the high, perfect areas, because these are both reversal points, and it would have avoided you guys buying these tops, okay? Now, Now, yeah, I mean, we broke this previous support, flipped resistance, we broke out. Now, we have resistance at 46 cents to 63 cents. Once that breaks, it should send us back up to $1.06. But again, these are all areas that we need to get through. Otherwise, we are going to come back down, okay? I mean, that would be around a 40 to 140% pump from the current price. So that's all about it for Arrow. If we come back down, as long as we stay over the 618 at 27 cents, then you're going to get consolidation. And then when we eventually get bullish, both of these targets are still going to be valid. It's 47, 63, $1.06. What happened on OM? Yeah, OM was rugged. Brutal. Diabolical. Yeah, it's like FTT, you know. Every year it's like every year one of these coins go down. So it was Luna, OM, and then like these other coins that are just getting delisted from Binance. Brutal. I'm not saying OM's getting delisted. I'm just saying, like, you know, usually when coins get voted to get delisted on these exchanges, it just goes completely down. Like, what's one of them? Oh, AST. This was one of the coins that was getting delisted, and then all of a sudden it went from 12 cents to 2 cents. Massive sell-off. It actually did get delisted, so that's pretty brutal. XTN is about to go right now. Right meow. Is it? Yeah, so for XCN, just be careful. Like we always say, this is very cookie cutter, right? So if you could time it perfectly, then you guys are gonna do good watching the channel. Because look, we said with a reversal, you have resistance at 1 cent 10 and 1 cent 15, and then once that breaks, the 618 retracement is in play. So it literally did exactly that. Okay, so now that we're over resistance, we don't have to worry about this, and we still need to break 2 cents 35. So as of now, that's the target to break, and once that breaks and once that's confirmed, XAN is going to go to the moon. However, at this point, we need to look at support in areas that it needs to stay over, otherwise we're going to be bearish. And that's going to be around 1 cent 60, and if that breaks, we're going to come back down to 1 cent 20. So this box absolutely does need to hold. If it doesn't, then we're going to basically be making a lower low and then validating some sort of downtrend that's forming. So just be careful. Thanks for charting BTC. You're welcome. Yeah, that was diabolical. The devs are claiming innocence, but I have my doubts. Reckless liquidation is what they claim. Yeah, I saw it. I saw what they said. Like they wrote. I saw a podcast with the CEO. He said he didn't sell anything and that he has investors. He has investors to get them out and make it right. Might be buying an opportunity of a lifetime or ruin. Yeah, he might be lying. What's up, Hood Rich? How are you? Yeah, that's pretty brutal. I mean, I do not want to be like, what if that happens with OXT? Dang, imagine. I'd be broke. Excuse me. I would be absolutely devastated if that happened to my coin. But I mean, there's only so much like downside potential for OXT. And OXT looked like it wanted to have some sort of a breakout, but it just got rejected really hard. So that's not good. Krill. Taking a look at Krill. I remember when this was listed on Coinbase, it went parabolic. It went to like $4, right? It went to, yeah, 461. And then it's been consolidating. Oh, I just got a notification. Kernel DAO is now available on Coinbase. What is that? Yeah, run for the hills, guys. Coinbase is just released another rug on you guys. Krill. Yeah, so I remember this coin being listed on Coinbase. So, you know, it went to 460 and now it's just, I mean, I guess technically it's just doing the same thing that every coin's doing. Yeah, so for Krill, I mean, on the macro time frame, oops. Yeah, on the macro time frame, you saw support at 16 cents. And then on the shorter time frame, yeah, there is no more support. So this previous low just needs to hold at around 20 cents. On the macro time frame, bearish under 42 cents, bullish over 67 cents. You can actually see we already had a 618 retracement for Krill, and they got rejected. Came back, made a lower high, and we've been making lower highs, and I guess validating this downtrend that we're in. So on the shorter time frame, it needs to break 33 to 40 cents, and then once that breaks 56 cents, and then we can start looking at it on the macro time frame. But that's pretty much it for Krill. Good luck with this. I mean, this is another gamble coin, right? It's almost all the way at its October lows, and it is around a 16x back up to its all-time high. So just keep that in mind. Smash a like. Let's go. Yes, I did almost an 8-hour stream on. I did an 8-hour stream on Saturday. I can't believe I did that. I don't know how many of you guys were here for that, but I literally did a 7-hour 38-minute live stream on Saturday because I was bored, had nothing else to do. So I was like, I'm just gonna John 3:16 with the 60K. Hey, you should put your 60K on OXT. Bro, if you put your 60K on OXT, I can finally get out. Oh man. How many can you buy? Oh yeah, you could almost buy 1 million. Yeah, you could almost buy 1 million. If your 60K would be 600, let's just say even a 10x, $600,000, bro. Hey, come on. Come to the OXT. What is this? 46 cents. Hey, 46 cents does coincide with the 786. Ondo Finance when you can. You got it. I'll take a look at Ondo Finance. Man, you are a hard worker. I try. I have to do something different to get ahead, you know what I mean? I don't want to just sit around and do nothing. So just like, you know, Monday through Friday, get off work. First thing I do on Monday and Thursdays is I throw on the live stream. And then Saturdays, I want it to be more, like it's the watch list videos, and then I want it to be more than just a 1 hour or 2 hour live stream. I want to do like a very long live stream every single time. So we'll see how that works. Like maybe do like a 6-hour live stream on a Saturday or a Sunday. So 60K on Crow. I'll take a look at Crow for you. I hope you make it with Crow, man. I really do. I remember back in the day, I actually bought Crow because I got the red card. So you remember it was like you have to stake $400, and when you stake $400, you get the red card. And I remember when my 6 months, was it 6 months or 3 months? I don't remember because this was like back in 2000. This was back here. It was like 11 cents. Yeah, I got Crow at like 11 cents back here before the bull run. Anyway, so so it was staked, and I remember it went up, and I was like, oh my god, I have like $800 now. Or however much it was. Anyway, I ended up selling it for $2,400. I don't know how much. When it finally got unlocked, I was like, damn, I get to finally sell my Crow. And I made like however much it was. It was like I took out $2,400, and it was like it felt really good. And then it went to like $1, and I was like, damn, I should have held it. But then it came all the way back down, so it didn't matter. I never bought back in. M87. So we'll take a look at Crow. M87. I know I'm missing a couple other ones. I'm sorry if I... can you chart AVT or any crypto you think can 100x. I think OXT can 100x. No, I'm just joking. I have OXT. Don't buy OXT. AVT. Don't buy OXT, or otherwise I'm getting out. Okay, so let's take a look at M87. Yeah, so M87 still, it's still kind of doing the same thing. Nothing has really changed with M87. We held the 618 support, which very simple. You break the 382, 618 is in play. Once that breaks the 786, we don't need to worry about the 786. We are establishing a floor here over the 618. And then you have resistance here, which we actually did come up and get rejected at already. But we have 4005 to 4066. Once that breaks, 618 on the upside is the target. So again, nothing has really happened. What you really want to see is just consolidation with Messier. And then as long as you establish a floor, then you're going to get up on out of here. So if you don't, we're going to break down. We're going to validate this downtrend. If we break out, then it's going to the moon. Crow. Yeah, Crow's a good one. I just don't like the fact that they released, or like they added a whole bunch of coins. But I mean, if you think about it, I wouldn't necessarily, if you really have 60K on Crow, just remember that Binance, their coin was like 15 cents. Now it's 500 billion. Crow has, what is it up, like, where, not where I live, but, because obviously you guys don't know where I live, but in California, I know they have Staples Stadium, which is now Crow, Crypto.com Stadium. So, Crow is, it's got money, and, you know, if you're comparing it to Binance, BNB, right, I'll never forget this, I saw it like 15 cents, man. Yeah, it was like 10 cents. You know what I mean? So, it definitely has a lot of potential. So yeah, looking at Crow on the macro time frame, bearish under 9 cents 80, bullish over 15. So actually it's funny because this coin, this has this almost the same identical chart and targets as OXT. So so when OXT runs, Crow's gonna run. You see how it's like literally the same chart? You got your double top, and then you got your double top, but you actually made a higher high. So it's like almost identical. So yeah, 9, 8, and then 15, and once that breaks, you should be making a higher high and actually validating the fact that you have been making higher highs across the board. You're looking at 31 cents, which at that point is what, like 10,000 is 30,000 times 6 is $180,000. Yeah, so at that point you have to really decide, hey, am I going to hold it or am I going to sell? Because if it gets stuck here, it might be a 618 retracement. It's going to come all the way back down, and it might, you might have to wait until next cycle, because some coins, they get stuck at the 618, 786 retracements last time. Okay, so just remember that. But yeah, good luck, man. I hope you make it. Let's read the amazing testimony. That live stream was epic. It was. What's your sell point for OXT? Probably like 13, 14, 15, 18. I don't even know, man. I actually don't have a sell target right now for OXT. So when I sell, you'll know, because I'd be out. Just like the first time I sold, I got out. And then just now I decided to do something stupid and I ended up buying back in. But then again, it's really nice when you sell at 15 cents and then you wait 6 months or 5 months. How long was it ago? December, January, February, March, April. 4 months. You wait 4 months, and then you get to buy like almost 2 times as many coins, which you're not really supposed to. I should have probably pocketed it, but I was like, you know what, YOLO. So I ended up just putting it all back in, like even like everything back in, because I'm a degen. So let's see. You had a matcha. No, I didn't. Hey, that's a good point. I didn't. I'm pretty tired though. I had a oat milk espresso thing, like one of those cans you get from like the grocery store. I had one of those, like oat milk and coffee. You and Vision should do a live together. You guys know your stuff. You are a smart guy, dude. He's not gonna do a He's not gonna do a live stream with me. I literally have nothing to offer him but gym advice, which is also kind of stupid because I typed a whole bunch of stuff because he was talking about working out, and I've been working out most of my life. I've had personal trainers. Like I know what I'm talking. You know, I know how to work out, but I'm not like obviously I'm not trying to become a bodybuilder, right? And I can't really lift that heavy, but it's just unfortunate. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go run. I'm like, hey, you know what? If you don't even need to run, you know, you could just do you could just do certain stuff and you'll be fine. But I think he's figuring it out. He just needs to do it on its own. But if anything, we should do like a gym workout where we go work out. But he doesn't live here. He lives with the freaking kangaroos. He doesn't live here where the earthquakes are. Crow roadmap is sick. Hey Meow, can you do SwiftCoin? Yeah. So I have to do Eventist, Swift. What else? Can we look at SPA, please? Yeah, so I gotta prioritize that one first because that is a member coin. We are gonna make it, brother. I will sell. I hope we make it. Yeah. Can you review Cookie DAO? Yeah, that's the one. I remember I forgot one. So we'll do Cookie DAO. Hi, I'm here for my bi-weekly. It's over. It's not over yet. I just bought more OXT. There's no way it's over. Are you break even right now or down? I'm actually up because I'm up this year. I sold OXC, my bag, in December. And I just said I just bought back with everything that I made on that and what I had originally put in at 6 cents 55. At 6 cents 55 in December. Do you guys don't remember when it went to 15 cents? I was super happy. I was like, oh my god, I sold a bag of OXT. It's over for OM, oat milk stream. What's your outlook on Toshi right now? Okay, let's take a look at that too. I'm gonna get sucked into all these messages, so I gotta start looking at your guys' coins. No, not good for me, man, because I just bought back in at 6 cents 55. So I'm already down. How much? Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, every penny is like 22.5K. Oh man, please, please. Dude, do you know how much money that is? That is a lot of money. I know, you're in shock I bought more. Thanks for catching it because I already had some, but I got really greedy. I was like, you know what? Like, if it goes back up, it's not enough money. But if I doubled down and tripled down, if it does go back up from here, it's a lot of money because every cent is like 2.5K. So, it's not even as much as I've had in the past. So it's like not even that much, but it is what it is. Echo YGO, one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Retro format players in the freaking world, is in my live chat right now. This guy is literally top 10 easily North America Yu-Gi-Oh! Retro format player of all. I play him sometimes and he whoops my ass, and then sometimes he lets me win because he feels bad. He just wants to like basically he wants to keep playing with me, but he doesn't want to keep beating me because like he knows that I'll eventually stop playing with him because he keeps beating me. But seriously, yeah, you know, top 10 North America easily. Worldwide, I'd probably say top like 50 retro format player in the world. Just let go. I can't. How am I supposed to let go? How am I supposed to let go down here? You really want me to let go down here? This seems like it's like the perfect opportunity to buy, you know? This literally looks like it's the perfect opportunity to buy. It looks like we're going to get some sort of reversal. And if we do, I'm fine. Like, even at 10 cents, even at 25, or sorry, even at 15 cents, if it goes back to 15 cents, and as soon as I see something like this, like a big candle, I don't care how high it's going to go, I'll be out. Told you before we should play MTGA. What's MTGA? Wait, Magic the Gathering? Are you talking about Magic the Gathering? Hope you make it with OXCML. Better the coin, you know, I suppose. I'm in the same... yeah, exactly. But HBAR is actually a good coin. HBAR took over the contract from Casper Labs. So HBAR is actually a good coin, but it's just like, for me, it's already up too much. And I don't, like, I don't know. Mine is more like a high risk, but HBAR is a very good coin. Okay, let's take a look at Aventus, because that guy's probably like leaving now because it's been too long. Because I've been like yapping my mouth. Yeah, hey, eat my shorts. I have magic. Look. Can you see that? I have I play this. This is my deck. I have a lot of I play like a lot of different games. I don't know if you guys can see this, but yeah, it's not. It's. I've only changed out. It's the pre-con, but I only changed out 10 cards. Yeah, I'm a nerd, by the way. Just FYI, if you guys didn't obviously know about the Yu-Gi-Oh and the Magic and stuff. Yeah, so 95 cents is in play. And yeah, so 95 cents, unfortunately, that is the next area of support. We didn't necessarily, yeah, we need to get back over $1.63, which I think does coincide with resistance. So at this point, support flipped resistance. No, not yet. Yeah, we have a lot of resistance. So for Aventus, we have to break $1.64, which is the 618, which was previous support. Last time we did come down, we did get a nice move up and get back over it. And even this time we did, but then we didn't hold it and made a lower low. So what we really want to see is getting back over $1.64. Once that breaks, and as long as we can consolidate, then you're looking at $2 to $2.81. And then from there, once that breaks, then you're looking at $4.77, and then from there to the moon. But it doesn't look good for Aventus, the fact that we broke down, because as of right now, based on the trajectory, we are headed towards 97 cents, unfortunately. So we do need to get some sort of recovery rally ASAP for Aventus. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And from the current price back up to its all-time high is around a 7x. Now for Aventus, it's this very small market cap. It's 8 million, so you're looking at like $54 million. So that's, nothing. This coin previously was at 41 million, 39 million. So it's not out of the realm of possibility for this coin. It's not like we're saying this is going to $1 trillion, right? That's pretty much it. The next one's Cookie DAO. Yeah, Cookie DAO. Did this coin just get listed? I think it did, yeah. Yeah, so for Cookie DAO, and then we gotta look at SPA for the member. That's right, completely forgot. Okay, so Cookie DAO, we have, yeah, we actually ended up we ended up hitting support, the 618 at 8 cents 20, and then you're looking at resistance at 1280 to 1840. Once that breaks, you're looking at 32 cents, retesting 32 cents. These are all areas that we can get stuck on. So for example, when we made this low here, then you're looking at, we would have set the same thing, right? 20 to 27 cents breakout would have sent us to 40. It came up to the 27 cents, and a lot of people, they get greedy and they hold it. They think this is it, it's going to go back up. But then it came down, consolidated. So you had a lot of opportunity to sell, but in hindsight, you wouldn't necessarily know that because you think it's going up. But look, when we broke down, we broke this previous low and then made a lower low. So the reason why I always show this, even though you guys understand that I do this almost every single time, is because I really want you guys to understand that, especially if you guys buy it like now. that you might have an opportunity to sell at a profit. And if we do get stuck at these levels, we are going to come down. And if the floor doesn't hold, we are going to break down. So there's a lot of if, ands, and buts involved with this. So just FYI. Like for example, with OXT, I just bought at 655, right? So I'm playing it like this, right? Where, oh my God, I bought the 236. I'm an idiot, but it's okay. I'm looking, I'm like, okay, so like if I sell at the 382 retracement here from the current price, that's around a 23% pump. That's a lot. That's actually a lot of money for me based on like how many I bought. So it's a lot. And then if I really get greedy and if it comes back up here, that's 60%, which is a lot, which would be really, really, really good. So to answer DGen, it just depends. Like if I see we're getting stuck at the 382, I'm going to sell that portion. I'm out. I'm fine with 20%. If I see we blast through and like start going towards the 0.5, I'm going to hold it. And if I see us coming back down to the 382 and not holding 382, I'm still going to sell it and I'm still going to make some profit. I don't need to mark the high, like I don't need to get all, like I don't need to mark the exact top, right? So I hope that made sense. So Cookie Dow's done. Cry Inks in the house. What's up with all these YouTubers? Cry Inks, ladies and gentlemen, the #1 Warhammer 40K content creator on YouTube, self-proclaimed the #1. Hey, I want to invest like $200 a month into a coin and set it and forget it with risk being relatively low as far as crypto goes. What should I do? Okay, so you should buy OXT. No, I'm just joking. So first of all, you got to set up recurring buys on Coinbase. It's really good, but the problem is that you just have to set it and forget about it. Okay, so you can't just always like check your phone. Maybe $200 is a lot. Maybe do 150. If you're trying to play conservative, then this is what you need to do. Okay, the two coins that you should really only ever buy would be Bitcoin and Ethereum. These two coins are they're not going anywhere. Bitcoin, Ethereum, really good. Now, in terms of recurring buys, don't ever set the recurring buys to buy the coins, okay? What you want to do is you want to put recurring buy into your cash account in Bitcoin, okay? So every single week or 2 weeks, what you're going to do is you could come to the chat and I could show you because, for example, I just... so, for example, like with Bitcoin, right? You can even do this. You can even do this on your own. You go on CoinMarketCap, you go to BTC, you go to BTC USD, and then you click the crypto, Bitcoin, this one. This one shows the historical data of it, okay? You go into the RSI, and this is why it's so important, okay, that you do it this way, and you can't lose because your dollar cost averaging down, and you're in power and in control of when you buy. So, and obviously I could tell you if you just join the live stream, but you always, and this is the most important thing that I can ever tell you, is you always buy when the RSI is in the red. Because in a bear market, even though you're making lower lows, you're minimizing your losses. And in the bull market, you're accumulating anyway, so it doesn't really matter, okay? So let me show you what the RSI oversold means. We don't need the stock RSI because you're not trading it. So the RSI oversold means that this band is all the way on the bottom and under 30. Under 30 means that it's extremely oversold. Let me show you what you know, like if you put in $200 at these points, what you would have had. Keep in mind, you might be buying in a bear market too. So you're probably sometimes like in 10 years, 5 of the years it's going to go down. The other 5 years it's going to go up, but your average is always going to be higher because Bitcoin and Ethereum always go up. So let's just start back in 2021. I'm going to do this. RSI oversold. RSI oversold. You see how I'm lining it up with these? RSI oversold, RSI oversold, RSI oversold. I wouldn't really count that. RSI extremely oversold. I guess you could argue there. RSI oversold, oversold, and oversold. Now let's zoom in and see what happened, right? So here you would have bought Bitcoin at, let's see, you could, you know, I'm trying to zoom in so you can see it, right? So here you would have bought Bitcoin when the RSI was extremely oversold. You would have probably, let's just say you didn't even buy it at the all the way at the bottom. You bought it at 36,000. Okay, so theoretically, let's just say you put in $200, $200, $200, and you have like $3,000 in your account. You haven't bought anything in, which is smart because you're waiting. Oh, hey, the RSI is oversold, so now however much money is in there, I'm gonna buy, and then you're gonna have $3,000 in Bitcoin as of right now, at $36,000, right? Then you would have to wait. Look at how many days you would have to wait. So although you're putting in $200, you're not necessarily really looking at it, and you don't really need to, right? So the date range, it is 247 days. So let's just say you get paid twice a month, right? What is that? So that's close to, that's like 3/4 of a year. So let's say that's like 18 times 200. It's $3,600. So you're gonna have $3,000 in Bitcoin. You're gonna have $3,600 to play with, even more, like more. The next time the RSI was oversold was 347 days. So it's a long time, right? So you're looking at buying here when the RSI was extremely oversold, which is the price was 37,000. So you're actually paying a little bit more in this case. However, when we're in a bear market, when the RSI goes oversold, you're going to be making lower lows, but your dollar cost averaging down anyway. So this time it wasn't 300 days or whatever, so you're going to have less money to cap. It's only 104 days. So it's going to be like, you know, you're going to have $1,000. So you're going to buy 1,000 Bitcoin here at 30,000. The next time would be 19,000. You know what I mean? So, but all these buys, it doesn't matter because the next cycle, it went up anyway. So all of this portion, let's just say it averaged out to, you know, you have $10,000. It would have went up 3x, so it would have been like $30,000 just off of that average. And that doesn't even include you keep buying it, right? So it would be, in theory, it would be a lot more. But that's, and I know that's a lot of information, and it's a lot of like, you have to like literally just like, I wouldn't say it's going to go oversold tomorrow. Like, it's probably going to take a while because, you know, we don't know how long this is going to take. But that's when I would buy. That's what I would do if I was playing it smart. Because, yeah, that's what I would do, playing it smart. But I'm not, because I want money now, which is why I just bought a whole bunch of OXT. Anyways, not financial advice, just my opinion. I hope that made sense. Okay. It's cool. I played WoW for over 17 years. We're all nerds. Okay, so let's take a look at Swift coin. Oh no, SPA. I have to take us a look at SPA because that was the member coin. That's right. So taking a look at SPA on the live stream, and I could show you how to do it. It's just gonna be, you just have to look away though, and then when it's like the perfect opportunity. I am, but well, why would I get out at the bottom? Why would I get out when it's all the way at the low? I'm gonna get out, and I actually tripled down. So now if it goes up and I get out, I get 3 times more than my normal amount. So yeah, so for SPA, it looks like it attempted to retest the 382. So we got rejected. So very simple right now. As long as it stays over 8 cents 90, you're looking at retesting 1 cent 67, and I think that does coincide with support. Yeah, it does. So it coincides with the 786. So we have support here. As long as it stays over here, you're still technically making a higher low and maintaining this uptrend. However, again, we are getting stuck at the macro 382. So until we break 16, it's going to be bearish. We might come all the way back down. I don't know how low it's going to go, but at that point, 2085 to 2089 needs to hold. Otherwise, we're going to be making a lower low, validating a small downtrend, and then the macro support would be next, which would be 2055. And that's pretty much it for SPA, not financial advice, just my opinion. Dude, I can't wait to get out of OXT. Oh man, it's going down. It's going down, down, down. Enter the burning rings of fire. Wait, is that how it goes? I don't know. It's going to hell. It's going to the shadow realm. Damn. All right. Swiftcoin. Anyway, crying. So I know that's a lot of information. Are you still here? Or did you just like completely tune out? Anyways, Cryings is number one Warhammer 40K player in North America. Also, yeah, that's awesome. It's pretty funny. Small world. Oops. Swiftcoin. There we go. Yeah, so for Swiftcoin, it kind of reminds me of XCN. Okay, so for XCN, we said resistance at 11 to 15. Once that breaks, you're looking at the 618 retracement. But in this case, it never actually ended up closing over it. You see, we actually just wicked over it. So that's a pretty big deal. That means that we got strongly rejected at the 382 at 15. So in the shorter time frame, it's still technically fine as long as we stay over 1 cent 15, because you're still making a higher low. I mean, technically, a higher low would be 209, but again, we really need to stay over 1 cent 15. As long as we stay over that and consolidate, we'll eventually break out of this downtrend, and 2 cents 30 is still in play. However, if we do break below 1 cent 15, then we're going to have to start looking at these next areas of support. We are long ways away from that, so we don't necessarily need to look at that right now, but it is something to consider if you start seeing us coming down towards these areas. So that's pretty much it for Swiftcoin. Once we break 2 cents 30, you're looking at 8 cents in place. So not financial advice, just my opinion. And then Toshi. Oops. Let's see. I don't even know. I mean, these people probably left. It's been a while. I kind of went on a side quest. Yeah, so for Toshi, same here again. Like, we're still validating a downtrend, and we actually came up, and yeah, we came up. We got rejected at the 236, resistance at 382, and then 618. So if you're trying to buy it now, kind of like what I did with OXT, getting into a short trade, then 30s 35, 30s 49, 30s 85 are all areas of resistance. We did get rejected at the 236, so if we don't close, but at least in this box, then it is probably going to come back down. And at that point on the shorter time frame, it would be 30s 27, 30s 23 in terms of support. That's pretty much it for Toshi. Not financial advice, just my opinion. AVT to Valhalla, much love. You got it, Princely Ideal. No, oh man, I don't even know how to say that. What up, Mr. Matcha? What's up, Gearhead? How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to, man, we've already been live for like 50 minutes. Not bad. I'm here. I'm all here. Much appreciate. You're very welcome. I have to look at everyone's coins and also like the member coins. So, and I have to also like talk, chat it up. You haven't looked at Ondo yet? Yeah, I'm sorry. Obviously, I got side quest. I got side quested. I'll buy OXT at 5 cents. Hey, I hope it goes down that low and then you buy it, and then it goes down even more. I'm just joking. If that happens, I'm getting cooked. But it's okay. It is what it is. It's a gamble anyway. All right, so for Ondo, it's still making higher lows across the board. We're still over macro support at the 382. So yeah, given that we don't go down that low and we actually establish a floor over this previous low at 65 cents, you are looking at, yeah, same with this coin. We're getting stuck at the 236, 382. Next area would be $1.37. So 88 cents to $1.04. is resistance. Once that breaks, it should send us back up to $1.34. Sorry, $1.37, and then from there to the moon. It can still come back down if we don't break out. Same goes for the 618 retracement at $1.37. So Vision said no more soda tomorrow. Dude, I wish if he lived where I lived, we would go to the gym. I would make him go to the gym. You know, my friend, he moved, but you know, it's funny. I've had a couple friends, and I would say that I was always the one that pushed most of my close friends, even, like right now, to go to the gym. And that's what we did. We would always just go to the gym. Hey, ice cream person, the ice cream guy's walking by. We would always go to the gym, and it was just me like pushing them to go. But yeah, one of them ended up moving up north. Actually, two of them ended up moving up north. And yeah, so now I just go with, I go with my wife. But we don't work out together. We do our own workouts. But it's kind of different when you go with someone and work out with them. And that's how it used to be. So yeah, if he was here, or if we ever lived in the same area, I wouldn't even want to, like, I don't even care. It would just be like a workout thing. Like, hey, you want to get in shape? This is exactly what we need to do. And then go get Taco Bell afterwards. And then go get a Nacho Bel Grande. Gordita Crunch. The Crunchwrap Supreme. Oh, man. Dude, I'll join you on OXC at 5 cents. We can hold hands and cry if it goes to 1 cent. Damn. If it goes to 1 cent, I'll have $2,500. At that point, I'll just like take it out and put it all on like a number or something. I'll put it all on like number 7 and 8 and no, number 7, number 2, 13, 16. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Have you looked at ZBCN yet? Yes. Yeah, we actually did. We looked at ZBCN, Crexy. We looked at it for you. When you, like, it was literally a couple minutes after you asked. We already looked at it. What levels does Dogelon need to break short term to be bullish? Let's see. Dogelon. Yeah. You don't see? I think there's a car that just drove by, so she's like, "What? What was that?" Yeah, hey, Echo YGO, give me 15. I need like 15 more minutes. I'll make I'll make an update video on it too tomorrow, like before I go to work. I'll make a update video, and then I'll post it on the channel for Zebic, because there are like 10 coin requests right now in the comments that I haven't done yet. So as soon as I do it, I reply to them saying it's up. Zebic is one of them, so I'll also make a whole another video just for Zebic, and I'll put it on my live stream, or sorry, I'll put it on the channel tomorrow. Oh, I have to look at Dogelon. Dude, you have a wife? I thought you were single with the cats? No, I'm not single with 2 cats. Let's see. What the heck? Wait a minute. Yeah, so for Dogelon, on the shorter time frame, Gearhead, on the shorter time frame, man, dude, oh my gosh, hey, if my OXT runs before Dogelon, I'll be able to get 1 trillion Dogelon. if Dogelon is still under 6.015. That's crazy if that happens. Okay, so for Dogelon, yeah, so on the shorter time frame, 1573 to 20. And just keep in mind 20 does coincide with the macro 236. Okay, so on the macro time frame, I guess it's 22, but I mean close enough. So yeah, you have a lot of resistance on the way up for Dogelon, so just don't get overly excited if we break 20, if we get back to 20, even though that's a lot of money, right? Like 12 grand, 12.5K is going to be 20 grand. That's like, I mean, I don't even know how many times that's happened, but that's a lot of money. Once that breaks, you're looking at 22, and then from there we can have a break on, and it looks like, you know, every single time that's happened, we have gotten some sort of breakout, but unfortunately they're just like wicks, right? And then we got rejected very fast every single time. You see that? So this area is just very, 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 like, just people are just selling constantly at these levels. You don't even get any sort of you don't even get any sort of consolidation or hold, right? So it just seems like, you know, they pump and then it just dumps back down, unfortunately. But it's just a matter of time. That could only happen for so long, right? With 160,000 holders, right? I mean, what is it at now? Yeah, 162,000 holders. So it could only happen so much. Chill Kitty, yes. Conspiracy time. The ice cream guy is a plant. He is a part of a plot to steal your crypto. He uses the belt to locate your BIA sound, stream sound. No way. Nobody. No, I have pretty good security measures. Everyone should have pretty good security measures on their crypto. And I don't use swaps or seed phrases saved on my notepad, you know, like saved on my computer and things like that. No way. That's a lot of money. I saw a video of like this streamer like showing his stream key, and all of his money was, or not his stream key, his key phrase, like Uniswap key phrase, and then someone literally stole all of his money. I'm like, damn. We're not that far to 22. All we need is a green candle to get edited in. Yeah, we're not that far, but I mean, it is actually a really big move up. Back up to 22, you're looking at a 76% pump. So that you should have bought OXT again after. I did today. I just did. I after 4 months. But the problem with that is I actually took all of the money and I put it back in. So honestly, it's just like it's high risk, high reward. Either I'm making it or not. After the herd piles in, and then you get a shot at a bottom. Is EXing gonna pump? Any coins have volume now? What do you mean? Is OXT pumping? No. Hold on. Sorry guys, I have to check OXT because like obviously I'm an idiot, and I bought at 655. Hey, the graph doesn't look bad though, okay? The chart doesn't look bad. Look, it looks like it wants to go, right? All it has to do is just do that. Even 8 cents, that's still like on that position, it's like 650. What is that? That's 2250. Yeah, that's 2.2K. That's a lot of money. I'd be happy. But watch, like I don't sell, and it's like VAR all over again, where it just goes all the way back down. OXT millionaire. If it hits $2, no. If it hits $4, yeah. If OXT hits $4, then yes. And how far away is $4? I mean, how possible is it? No way. Oh, it's a 60x. Yeah, it's way possible. A 6 billion market cap. Yeah, I would have $1 million. Dude, imagine. Oh my gosh. Imagine if like this happened. Oh my gosh. Which is possible. We've seen it before. Oh, if it happens, like I would be so happy. I'd be done. Like if you actually look at the chart, it's not it's only 2.5x from its previous high. So it's not even asking for, I'm not asking for the moon, you know? I'm asking for the stratosphere. Let's see. Can I check? Okay, also, yeah, you actually brought up a good point. Check this out. Yo, I mean, I feel like it's a no-brainer. Check this out, guys. And I'm not telling you guys to pump my bag. I'm just saying, like, I got to show you what obviously I'm looking at, which is why I'm so like, hey, I think I have a shot at making a little bit of money back. Look at this. RSI is resetting. Last time this happened, we had a good move up. Even here, we had a good move up. Here, we had a decent 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 move up. So all I have to do is just wait to see where the stock, when the stock RSI on the weekly goes overbought. And even if we're even at 8 cents, I'd be like, hey, that's still like 2 to 3 grand, right? Or however much it ends up being. I'm out. I don't need to hold once the stock RSI comes up here. But when you guys see the stock RSI curling up like this, there is a big move coming. But again, I don't want you guys to like, don't buy OXC. OXC sucks, right? I'm really dumb. This thing can like get delisted and I could lose all my money. But we're literally seeing this, right? Like you guys are seeing, I'm showing you guys what we're looking at. It's just we're greedy, right? The same happened with Vara, where I was up 200 and I ended up selling at minus 180 or whatever it was. And but I'm not gonna make the same mistake here because I actually put in a lot more money in here. Oh yeah, Gearhead wants BTC dominance. Yeah, so, dude, this thing needs to drop. I mean, there is no fib levels on it, right? We're still over the 236. Yeah, this thing's not going to break down until we break 52%. Even back here, you see how we actually used the 236 as support 55%. So you'll know when, like, this entire time it has never dropped below the 236, because even here 48% it didn't. Even here, yeah, 50% it didn't. Even here 55%. So like, when in history has that happened? I mean, technically, I guess here, right? Was this the 236? I mean, this time it kind of broke and then it went higher, and then it went higher, and then came down, came back up for a double top, and then it fell. But Orca's taking off again. I hate this coin. I'll take it out. Wait, do you have Orca, Aloe? Or I'll check it out for you. Pull the fib from the previous top, not locally, for Bitcoin dominance on the weekly. Oh, on the weekly. I forgot to change it to the weekly. Hold on, let me look at something. Oh, this whale is moving. Nice. Okay, so pull a fib from the previous top, not locally, Bitcoin dominance. I mean, oh, we're about to get stuck at the 786. Imagine if Bitcoin dominance has a 786 retracement and then comes back down. Hey, this is it. But if this, dude, imagine Bitcoin dominance going to 73. I don't think it's going to go to 73%. No way it's going to go to 73%. And then prices to break, yeah, on the weekly, it would be 53 to 57%. Once that breaks, yeah, we're going to get a massive drop. I say 43 to 47% is in play. This is what we're waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Hey, if this thing breaks though, if this thing breaks the 786 and we go back up to 73%, that would be absolutely insane. And then on the macro time frame, yeah, on the macro time frame, even 67 cents would be the macro 618. So yeah, we're closing up on resistance right now. If BTC goes to 140K, of course, dominance will go up to 73%. I think higher. Honestly, just my opinion. Yeah, I'd be cooked. Yeah, you're right. If that actually does end up happening and we don't get alt season and Ethereum doesn't take some of the market share, we are absolutely cooked. And I don't want to ever talk and look about, or I don't know what I'll do. No, oh my God. Go up. Go up. Dude, come on. All you need to do is just this. That's all it needs to do. Shit, man. I made the wrong play. 7 cents 70. Come on. Okay. Orca. Yeah, so for Orca, I mean, on the macro time frame, yeah, we're very bullish. Came down at 382, got a bounce, retested 786. Wow, like what a crazy chart, what a crazy roller coaster. Came down 382, got a bounce, bounced again on 382. I mean, as of right now, 432 is in play, and then retesting 858, which is for the third time. Yeah, $8.58 for the third time, and that's actually pretty much it for it. This time, if we break out, then you're looking at previous high at $20. I mean, which is only 100% from the current price, and it wouldn't be too crazy to see or waking up and seeing Orca plus 158%. I mean, it's done it once, twice, almost three times, going on 4 times now. If you ain't got no OX to get you some, no way. No one talks about this, but if BTC keeps going higher, doesn't it mean the bigger the fall to the downside, the bigger move for alt season? I don't know. That's a good point. That's assuming that it gets distributed to Ethereum and Ethereum coins. But if you look at Ethereum, the dominance, I mean, maybe this is just a fake out, but look at this. Ethereum dominance is floored. It's 2020, 2019 floored. So there's absolutely zero dominance for Ethereum right now. Ethereum needs to get some sort of move up. I mean, Bitcoin is like, if you compare Bitcoin with Ethereum, even for this last year, right? You're looking at literally, yeah, I mean, this thing is just, Ethereum is just going down and Bitcoin's actually holding up an uptrend while Ethereum's clearly in a downtrend. And if you look at the all, yeah, I mean, the same thing, you can kind of see it. I mean, there's no way Bitcoin is actually going to like overtake Ethereum and cross over. But if it ever does cross over, that would be the day. Ethereum would be dead. And so will my coins. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. So we're fine. We're going to be fine. Yeah, no one wants to wait for that, Gearhead. Yeah, nobody wants. I don't want to wait for that. I just bought like today. I want to be out tomorrow. With that being said, again, we've been live for about an hour and 10 minutes. Looked at all your guys' coins. So thank you so much for stopping by. I think I'm going to call it. Thanks for stopping by. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes. This is all satire, nothing more, nothing less. With that being said, oh yeah, see you tomorrow in Visions live stream. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. And thank you so much to all the members, all the subscribers, all the super chats, and everything like that. Thank you so much for everything. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, obviously in the chat, and then live stream will be on Thursday after work again. So I'll catch you guys in the next live stream. Have a great night. Have a great week. Happy Monday, and hopefully this week goes by fast and OXC goes to the moon. All right, bye. You always got to do